this tutorial for HeartBroken, the acoustic version by Fickle and Amber Run. Using an electric guitar, I don't know why they call it the acoustic version. Capo on the first fret. There's these four chords we're moving between. I'll start off with the picking pattern. It's pretty simple. In each chord shape we're going to be using four strings, so if you call the lowest string string 1 and then going up to 1, 2, 3, 4 strings that we're using, it's going to be 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4. So that's going to be the picking pattern across them all. So I'm just using thumb, index, ring, middle, index. Hope that's clear. So the first chord, I don't know what to call it, but it's over here. So what that is the middle and ring fingers are on the third frets on the bottom two strings. Index finger is coming around the top second fret, fourth string. So the index finger, and the pinky is at the front. It's farther ahead than any of them on the fourth fret, third string. That's where the pinky is. So from lowest to highest, and again with the picking pattern. The second chord shape is going to move up from that. So that is the ring finger bass note on the 5th fret, 4th string. Middle finger, 4th fret, 3rd string. Index finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string. And pinky up at the 5th fret, 1st string. So with the picking pattern, that sounds like this. So from the beginning. And then to the third chord, which is over here. It's like a barred A shape. So that's the 5th fret with the index finger, 5th string, and the rest of the strings, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, are all at the 6th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret, 5th and 7th. I use my ring finger to bar, easier for me, but if you're one of the people who uses your pinky, you can do that however you like, but because we're not using the 6th string, we're not using the thinnest string at all, I just find it easier to bar with the ring finger. And last chord is once again an A shape, open, using the capo, so it's just those, the bass note is going to be the capo, 5th string, open, at the 1st fret. I use a bar with my index finger here because once again we're not going to be using the thinnest string. So here it differentiates from that typical picking pattern. I like to do it one of two ways. The first way is as follows, just barring with the index finger. Again, same picking as this shape over here. So that little tiny little thing is just pinky up at the 5th fret, 2nd string, pulling off to the middle finger, which is at the 3rd fret, 2nd string. So what I was doing there was just the open A shape, and then I added the middle finger and pinky at the same time. So I could pull off to the 3rd fret as opposed to the 2nd where I was barring I said there was one of two ways to do it. I say that because I like to do that, but really on the record what they're doing is so as opposed to being just having a bar, they have the pinky there the whole time. They have that at the 5th fret the whole time. And then they pull off or pluck again once again with the that lower note. So that's it for the sequence of chords. There's this for the strumming part of the song during the verses. It's almost the same thing. There's just one change. So it's the same first chord, and then the second chord is the same. But the third chord, as opposed to going up to here, which we saw earlier, it's actually this A minor shape at the 2nd fret. So from the beginning. And then it's back to the open A, which I'm not barring this time around. So the only modification was the 3rd chord, which instead of being this barred A shape, was an A minor shape over at the 2nd fret. So that is pretty much it. At some points in the song there's, you know, muted plucking, but it's the same chord so far as I can tell. So the only other thing I could think to mention is that if you, during the verses, when there's the A minor shape into an A shape, the only other thing I would think to mention is that here, to get the pull-off sound, I'm actually using the open 6th string, or first thinnest string, and then to that 3rd fret 2nd string, so the whole chord sequence would go. But that little lick doesn't really, they don't actually do it when they're singing, but if you want to include it, you could do that pretty easily with the open string. So I hope this tutorial is helpful for anybody who wants to play the song. It's a fun one to play, it's pretty cool. Turn up the reverb, pretty much, that's the only thing I would have to say. So thanks for watching, hope it helps.